As a lifelong reader of National Geographic, I have been exposed to the world. As an artist with today's technology, I have been exposed to people from all over the world. With this special issue, National Geographic has chosen to make us more involved in the world. I'll be jumping into this issue in an art way. I have chosen to use topics from certain pages and make my own issue. Sometimes I will use National Geographic's layout format. Sometimes I will use the title from a chosen page. Sometimes I will use an image from a chosen page. In no way am I affiliated with National Geographic, and in no way is it my intention to deface National Geographic. This is a fun art project. Please play along. Use the hashtag April Natgeo Art, all one word, as your posts. Thanks and enjoy. Me, Beth. And my Instagram is at 4x8 Paper Stuff if you want to see a close up. So let's get going. So I have been very chatty lately, and I thought I might just put music behind this, but I think it needs a little bit of narrative, so who knows? I may talk through the whole thing. I don't know. This is our page, the future. And again, my camera is not at the right angle. Tomoa River Paper is my friend again today, just because I had so much fun with it yesterday. At the bottom of that page, future, is a little tiny triangle passport stamp. That's very important. It's in an orchid color. That's very important. So I'm going to use a whole sheet of Tomoa River paper this time, and I'm folding it up here, trying to get my bearings straight on where the middle is, even though it has no rhyme nor reason in the end. And I am using black permanent mark ink to put a bunch of world stamps on here. There's one that kind of looks like the cracks in rocks. There's passport stamps. There's Da Vinci, who I think should be around the world, and is in the next issue of National Geographic, FYI. There's a Sahara tree, which are one of my favorite things. There is, what is that one? A smaller passport stamp. There is a globe, and these are not on clear acrylic blocks, so I can't really see where I'm going, but that's okay. It really has no rhyme nor reason. I just wanted to make an inky background and show you how much stuff Tomoa River paper can take and kicking and keeps on living. Kind of like our globe. We're giving it a lot of stuff these days and it keeps on going. That's going to be the underlying theme. So I'm getting out these Doc Martin inks. I think they're called Dr. P.H. Martins or something like that. Doc Martens are shoes, I guess. Whatever. I don't know. I'm not stylish or artistic. So I am going to just plop ink on here in colors of the earth. Blue for sky, turquoise, which that's supposed to be turquoise for greenery and leaves, pink for flower blossoms. Read into it whatever you want. And I'm trying to just make it look abstracty as much as possible. Green for greenery again. It is got a lot of liquid on here, and this paper just is luscious, luscious, luscious. I'm obviously not using one of my favorite colors for a very, very, very important reason. Then I think it's not got enough texture to it. So I'm getting out my Neo Color 2s and adding a little bit more of the same colors, which might show up in a little bit of a different fashion and texture. There's brown going in now for tree trunks. And getting it wet enough to add some more color. Um, just plopping paint down and having a grand old time. Um, and this paper just, I say it again, I love this paper. I love this paper. And I love this paper. And oh, by the way, I do love this paper. Um, so I am stamping on that little tiny piece of paper now. The passport, one of the passport stamps, and inking it up with with my Neo Color 2s, and trying to make the little symbol that's on the actual magazine page ink close to the very same color. So I'm drawing some of it from the back. Can you see a little bit of the crinkle on the back? This paper I love the crinkle sound of it. And if I wasn't doing some other stuff at the same time, I might let you listen to the crinkle. But so you really can't see my inking after I get through with a ton of the Doc Martin ink on here. But it's okay. I'm all right with it. In the end, I stamp it again, and it shows up a little bit, but it's okay. I know what it is, and that's what matters in my world. And then this little piece of magazine ephemera that I had stamped stuck to the page in the magazine says "Keep on rockin'," and I think that is appropriate. And in a couple ways, this all kind of ties together accidentally again. Our Earth is a rock, uh, and this is turning into a beautiful statement about the future of our globe. In the very tiny beginning of that, you can see there's a purple triangle in that page. And I am trying to come up with some letters using this same book because I'm too lazy to get out some other letters. And then I think, okay, I'm just going to make a swath of black ink and put letters down that say future. And this is one of the, I'm going to use it as a tip-in in this insert because there aren't enough tip-ins going on in my opinion. And that's the only one that matters in this case. So I spell future, and admittedly those stamps or stickers are kind of ombre to match the background of the paper. So the F and the E, which were the beginning of those sheets, are pinkish, and the other ones are greenish, sort of, but that's okay. It looks like I knew what I was doing, right? Uh-huh. So now I have my triangle that represents the bottom of the page in the magazine. It's on the bottom of the page, or the same spot on my sheet, and it's also kind of like a tab to lift up that page and look on the inside. But now think about this. I put ink on the inside. I put ink on the outside. It is never soaks through. It is amazing paper. I don't know what it's made out of, silicone or something. And then it needs something to represent more National Geographic, right? Right. We're going to get out yellow and we're going to spill it. Well, let it flow down. I don't know how people do this because I don't pay attention. But it's not working exactly how I wanted it to work, but it's okay. It's showing up yellow. And in some of this instant, the actual ink is mellowing into the green or to the blue and making green, but it's okay. It's National Geographic. Just remember that. We don't, and it's flowing down the page. If we don't take care of our Earth, it's all going to flow because of global warming. There's all kinds of stuff like that going on in this page. But in the end of all of it, because I am a child of the 60s and 70s, in San Francisco, it looks like a rock star album cover. That triangle looks like Pink Floyd or whoever. I love it. It's a rock. It says keep on rocking because our Earth is a rock. It all works in my book. I love it. No, I'm not on some kind of acid that they may have done in the 60s in San Francisco, but I might be tomorrow. Just kidding. So come back tomorrow, see what we're up to. Thanks for watching. Bye.